Welcome to Emerging with Grace.
Waiting my life for the sunshine.
The show where transformation takes flight. I'm your host, Doc G, and together we're diving into the complex, mystic process of becoming. Life can feel like a chrysalis sometimes, right? You're stuck in the in-between. You're breaking down old patterns. You're shedding old skin. And you're waiting for the moment you can spread your wings. Here's the secret. The chrysalis isn't just about change. It's about grace. It's about finding beauty, joy, and strength. In each episode, we will chat with incredible women who've gone through their own chrysalis. These trailblazers have faced heartbreak, career pivots, self-doubt, or reinvention. And they've emerged stronger, wiser, and full of grace. You'll hear their raw stories, powerful lessons, and how they turned the in-between into a catalyst for prominence. Who is this show for? It's for you, the dreamer, the doer, the woman in the thick of transition, wondering how to navigate your own chrysalis. What will we talk about? Everything, from self-discovery and guidance to grief, loss, and the power of love. When will you get this? Every 2 weeks, we're here to inspire your mornings, boost your afternoons, and bring peace during late-night reflections. Why? Because no matter where you are on your journey, you deserve to know you're not alone and that grace is waiting for you on the other side. So get your tea or your coffee, your journal, your favorite cozy spot, and let's dive into stories of transformation, resilience, and the unrelenting power of grace. Let's spread those wings together, my friends. It's time to transform with Emerging with Grace. And now let's meet today's guest, who's ready to inspire you.
Waiting my life for the sunshine.
Today, I will introduce a woman who has raised a daughter. She actually has 2 daughters by birth and one bonus daughter. And this is going to be a 2-part series. It's going to be Strong Women, Raising Strong Women, a legacy of love, lessons, and leadership. The first episode is going to be The Foundation, a mother's strength, a daughter's future. In this first episode, we will talk with Miss Gwen Rooney Good, a woman whose strength, sacrifice, and unwavering belief in education laid the foundation for a generation of legacy. Proud graduate of Virginia State University and a retired master educator with over 36 years of service. She also owns a business now in her retirement called G&G Consulting, where she has catering and tailoring. But her daughter says it's not tailoring. She actually makes wedding dresses. And event planning and decorating. Gwen Rooney Good is the epitome of perseverance and purpose. She became a mother young, but never let circumstances define her. Instead, she modeled grace under pressure, faith in hard times, and a steadfast belief that education and integrity could change the course of her family's story. Through her love and discipline and dedication, she raised a daughter who would grow to lead, teach, and heal others. This episode honors the unsung matriarchs who build strong women. And I have a quote. Strength isn't something you are born with. It is something you grow with when life gives you no other choice. Introducing Miss Gwen Rooney Good. How are you?
I'm well, and you?
Fantastic.
Okay.
I am so pleased to have you here today.
Thanks for
I'm so
inviting me.
glad you can make it in your schedule. So tell me a little bit about your start before kids.
Well, in high school, I did do sports in high school. I was a softball player. Not a whole lot of things. I was an average student, not high academia, but I was just a regular comprehensive student at Dinwiddie High School. And basically, I started with my sewing in a class that I had.
Oh, wow.
And home economics.
Okay.
That's what it was called years ago. And I really enjoyed the class. I enjoyed that as well as my art classes.
Okay.
So all of that sort of began there.
Okay.
And my teacher taught us how to do sewing, which I enjoyed. And then I thought she was a little hard at first, but she saw the skill that I didn't see.
Okay.
And she had me doing a lot of sewing. She had me to do upholstery on chairs and everything in high school. So I was basically learning a lot of the skills right there in school, but I didn't know it. And she even had us to do a fashion show in high school.
Oh, wow.
And I had to make an outfit. And I had my younger sister, who's about 10 years younger than I am, and we did a fashion show, and I made an outfit for her.
Oh.
So I remember seeing a picture where we were going across the stage. So that was my humble beginning.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't want to ask what year you graduated because you look like you could be about my age. But after graduation?
After graduation, I went on to Virginia State University. And because I did sports in school, I first majored in physical education.
Okay.
And after the first year, then I decided, okay, well, I want to do something else. And then I switched over to home economics and business. And that entailed textiles and design. So I went right on into that field. And while I was in the major, we did culinary arts. And at the time, it was nutrition and wellness.
Okay.
So I started out doing that also. And then as I progressed, we even did interior design.
Oh, nice.
So we had a lot of things that was entailed in that particular major.
Okay.
So I just stuck with that, and I worked with the Petersburg Cooperative Extension with 4-H for a while. And then I decided, okay, well, when I went back to graduate school, I worked in early childhood education, and that sort of kept me grounded. And after that, then I decided to go into the higher education.
Okay.
And that's what took me into my career.
So what grades did you teach?
I taught 9 through 12.
Oh, ooh, the hard ones.
Right, yeah. And at first it was called consumer and homemaking. Then we changed to, what is it? No, it was homemaking and something else at first. Then they changed it to family and consumer science. And
I do remember
right.
that change.
And when it changed to family and consumer science, it was broken down to culinary arts. They had fashion design and some other area.
Okay.
But my focus when I started, I went to Dinwiddie High School for a couple of years. Then I went to Petersburg Public School. Then I retired from Chesterfield Public School.
Okay.
And there my focus was culinary arts. We also did early childhood education. And the students there, I trained them to earn certification in early childhood education.
Okay.
And we did culinary arts. We also did Serve Safe. They earned Serve Safe certifications. So we did quite a bit.
Now, Serve Safe, can you explain that?
That's a food handling certification that you get in order to handle food in restaurants.
Good. Good.
So the kids were able to earn those certifications.
So that they know exactly
how to handle their food.
Okay.
Yeah, and while I was there, we also, I got certified in financial literacy because I had to teach economics and personal finance.
Okay. They don't teach personal finance anymore, do they?
It's required by the state.
It's required. Good. Okay.
But that was a good course. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it sounds like one.
And it's something the kids really need.
I think my younger two got the personal finance. They were in Chesterfield schools,
Right.
and well, my son didn't love it too much, but I think it's necessary.
It is.
I think it's
It is.
necessary. So, along the way, between graduating high school and retiring, you had a life.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about life. How'd you handle both?
I guess just in my mind, it's just if it's something that needs to be done, you just do it. You pray on it, and you just ask for strength and wisdom, and somewhere along the way it comes. And once you get the answer, it's like, okay, what am I going to do next? How am I going to get this done?
One foot after the other.
Yeah, take
Okay.
one foot right after the other.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So it's not a big thing to you.
not for me. And I personally, I grew up in the village. People talk about it takes the village to raise
yes.
the children. Well, I had a huge village.
Fantastic.
And my mom and dad, they were my biggest supporter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So after my daughter was born, I went into college, and she was a baby. And my mother said, okay, you're going to need to go to college. Because in my mind, okay, I have this child, I'm going to need to get a job to take care of this child.
Right.
And she said, yeah, but you will have a better job if you go to school.
If you go to college.
So I went to school.
And you had your support.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she supported me, and my dad, for a man of his age and that generation, he was very supportive of her, and he helped to take care of her. And when I went to work to teach school, she would stay with them as a elementary student during the week, and then she'd come back with me on the weekend.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I had a big
Okay.
support group.
So before we get into she, okay, because we haven't named the child as of yet. Before we get into she, tell me a little bit about your parents and how you were raised.
Well, my mother was a school bus driver,
Okay.
and my dad was a contract painter.
Okay.
So she drove the school bus, and she would pick up the kids during the morning, and then she would come back home, and then in the afternoon she would go back and pick the kids up.
Okay. How many siblings you have?
There are 9 of us.
Ooh. Okay.
There are 9 of us. So they worked, and she was pretty much home with us because she drove the bus.
Right.
And then during the summer, we always had our mother there. So she was a big influence. And she was really the disciplinarian. Whatever she said goes. My dad just supported her.
Oh, that's
okay,
beautiful.
if that's what your mom said, then this is what you're going to do.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But
I
yeah.
love that. I love that. We don't have enough of that today. Okay. So you were raised with 9 siblings. Where'd you fall in between that?
I was the 4th child.
Okay. Right in the middle.
In the middle.
Okay. So you had a baby before college. Do you mind me asking how old?
I was 17.
17. And was it a shock to the family, or how did that?
It was because
Okay.
during those times, parents didn't talk a lot about being in relationships. And it was a shock. But it wasn't like I was shunned or anything like that. It was shocking for them. And my dad talked to us. He really talked to my sisters after that, getting them prepared.
We're not going to do this again.
Yeah, we're not going to do this again.
Okay.
But they were both very supportive.
Oh, good.
And the entire time that I was still in college, my dad would just take her riding with him to my aunt's house. So my daughter grew up around the older people, and that's probably why older people gravitate to her now. So she would ride with him a lot, and he would look after her while I was in school.
So your first daughter, what's her name?
Lkesha Rooney.
Okay. Your first daughter, she grown up and she got grandparents and she got parents and she got aunties,
Yes.
uncles.
Yes.
she's surrounded with love.
Yes, she is.
And this is the village that you're talking
That's
about.
right.
Okay. When did your second child come along?
Well, later on after I finished college, I did marry.
Mm-hmm.
And my former husband had a daughter. And she came into my life when she was about 5 years old.
Oh.
And she was the sweetest child. She was just my child.
Mm-hmm.
And there was never any difference. I mean,
Right.
all my children are my children.
Right.
And when one get the hair fixed, everybody get the hair fixed. When one shop, everybody shop.
Okay.
So she was a wonderful daughter. And what touched me so much after I married, later on, around 8 years old, she said, "Can I call you Mom?"
Oh.
So that was very touching.
Yes.
And she's been with me ever since.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you have 2 daughters.
Yeah.
When did the third one come?
After I was married about 4 years.
You had to give him his trial.
Then came the baby daughter.
Okay. And how many years between your first and your last?
10 years.
Just like you and your sister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, but you had nieces and nephews in between there as well.
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
So you became part of the village
That's
as well.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gave back.
Yes.
Okay.
And even today, we still believe in the village,
Mm-hmm.
even with my grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, you know what? I want to ask about that.
Uh-huh.
Because I find being a grandmother so much more fulfilling than being a mother. And, we're not going to talk about but how do you feel being a grandmother?
wow. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And to raise daughters and then come along and have grandsons.
Yes.
That was like, okay, the son that I never had, even though my first grandchild was a girl.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and she's like my ace. But then I have 3 grandsons. And having 3 grandsons is just amazing. The sports that I participated in, which my daughters did stuff, but I did a different kind of sport, I'm enjoying it through my grandson.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You never said what sports you participated
Oh,
in.
I play basketball and softball.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What position were you?
Shortstop, center field.
Okay.
Then I was a forward.
A
playing
forward.
basketball.
All right.
Yeah.
See, I love basketball. And I love college women playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most serious
Yes.
I see in basketball.
Right.
Do you have a team?
Well, I like the Lakers, and I'm a Washington fan, football.
Okay. No, I'm not going to say nothing. You're a guest. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. But before we bring on your daughter, how did you feel raising a child in the world as a single mother?
It was scary for me for a while, and I never wavered because my mother and my dad was always there, and with my mother raising 9 children,
Right. You had
right. I had
the foundation.
someone that that I could go to, and and she could guide me on where I needed to go.
Were there any scares during the raising?
It was when she went to kindergarten. I was just a little afraid of her being able to maneuver on her own.
Right.
And then after that first week or so, and she was always so independent. And she was mature for her age because she had been around older people, listening to the news every night with my dad. So she was always had that old folks spirit, as they call. And I
was she the first grandchild?
She was the first grandchild.
Okay.
Yes. So that was a little scary for me. Then when she went to middle school, and when it was like when she went to high school. And then college. So there
was a different set of fear.
Yeah, different sets of fear.
Yes.
Yeah. But I never worried because she was always a headstrong, independent person.
Okay.
So, yeah. And even later on in life, she's always kept us grounded. We kept each other grounded.
I love that.
And with my mother, back in 2020, she was diagnosed with COVID. And she had been hospitalized for months. And when she came out, then I decided to move her in with me.
Gotcha.
And once we moved her in with me, my daughter helped me to get through a lot of that because my mother had been very active. And when she moved in with me, she just kept telling me, she said, well, Mama, Grandma not going to ever learn how to use this oxygen tank or use this walker until we get up and do it.
Right.
So a lot of times when I was hesitant about doing things, she would come and say, oh, no, this is what we're going to do. If you're going to learn how to use this oxygen tank, we're going to get out and use it.
Okay.
And yeah, so she kind of got my mother still, and, you know, she's a big influence on my mother. She keep my mother grounded.
I was going to say, she got your mother's heart.
She does.
She that first grandbaby.
Well, that's probably true. And she can get my mother to do things that no one else can.
I bet she can.
Yeah, she can.
I'm a first grandbaby too, so
Okay.
I kind of know the power in that love right there.
Right, yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to introduce your child.
Okay.
Okay. We have Dr. Lkesha Rooney with us today, and this is Miss Gwen's first baby. You want to tell us a little bit about your first baby and how she get her name? Or
a friend of mine gave me the name when I was in my senior year in high school. I don't know why I named her Lkesha, but it's funny because her name is Lkesha. Lkesha was very close to my grandmother.
Oh.
So when I was in college, my grandmother would call me and ask me to bring her down and spend the day with her when I was in my senior year in college. So I would take her to sit with my grandmother.
When you say she was raised around older folks.
Yes.
She had great-grandma.
Had a great-grandmother.
And grandma. Okay.
And great-grandmother would feed her breakfast and do everything while she was there. And she would always call her Keisha Cake.
Oh.
And believe it or not, that's the name of her cake decoration that she does.
Okay.
Keisha Cake Creation.
You create cakes?
Wedding cakes.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh, I'm finding out a lot just sitting here. No, I didn't know that. Okay.
So, yeah.
So, how was it growing up?
My mom speaks of the village, and I oftentimes speak of the village whenever I'm conducting trainings, whenever I'm doing keynote speaking. But I was surrounded by lots of love. Grandparents, great-grandma, mom, aunts, uncles, cousins, extended family. So I was never alone.
Okay.
And because of that exposure to older people, I still gravitate to older people. I feel like the elderly, those are my people. Those are my people. So, but in being around the older people in my family, I was exposed to a lot. I was educated about a lot of things that a lot of children had not been. And older people have a lot of empathy and wisdom because of their life experiences. So I feel that I was picking up on a lot of that growing up. Mom was busy pursuing her education, so she served as a great role model for me. Before she got married, I saw her going to school. I saw her working. I saw her doing all the things that she needed to do as a person, first and foremost, but then as a mother. And it was inspiring to me, and I think that's where I got a lot of my independent spirit from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you bring her to graduation?
Yes.
What was that day like?
It was nice. She was just right there with me when I did my high school graduation. She was with me with the college graduation. So, so she was just there running around, just all excited.
Did she understand what was going on?
I think she understood a little bit of it. Yeah.
So she says you were a role model. That means you didn't have to say what your mother said to you about going to school. It was already understood.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
This is going to happen.
That's right.
No conversation
That's
necessary.
right. And as I always say, sometimes people, to me, kind of overdo the high school thing. And I always told them that finishing high school is just your stepping stone. You know, you haven't taken a step until you step out of college. So she already knew that. All of my children already knew that it wasn't you weren't going to just finish high school. That there was a next step.
I always told my kids, you know, I did it big. You know, I get the senior pictures.
Yeah,
and
I did that.
you gotta have all the stuff. Get your yearbook. And I said, that's because this is my accomplishment. Now you got to make your own.
That's right.
So they didn't like that. But it's okay because you're the one that got up and, like you said, the fears came at kindergarten. They came in junior high. They came at high school, going to high school.
Right.
So, you know, I will tell you, my third daughter's senior year in high school, I bought a new bed because I was not sleeping. And it took me about 10 months to realize it was because she was leaving.
Right.
And she was the last girl. And I was like, I don't think I know how to be a mother of one.
Right.
You know, because I had the sons are a lot. You say grandsons, but sons are a lot. So how was it when your last one graduated versus your first one?
When my last daughter went off to college, it was a relief, and she needed to move forward. And let me give shout-outs to my HBCU. That was my thing. You have to go to the HBCU first.
Then, because it's family life.
It's family.
Yes.
Yeah, it's family. And living the empty nest, it was like, oh, what am I going to do next? But at the time...
Don't seem like you've had a problem trying to figure that out.
I know. And actually, when she was leaving, I was a cheer coach anyway.
Okay.
So I've always had other things that I was involved in. So I just kept right on with it.
Continue to be that role model.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's your role model. Did you sense any of the fear or the worry that she had about you transitioning at different levels?
It's funny that you asked that question. A lot of my friends oftentimes compared my mom to Claire Huxtable.
Oh, I love it.
But they also knew that she didn't play with us. And if you're not in the house by those street lights coming on, it's going to be a problem.
They knew.
So they would oftentimes laugh and call her Mom Dukes. Because they're like, she coming down to this park to get you. If you don't get back to that house.
And we not getting in trouble.
We're not getting in trouble. No, definitely. And so there was a lot of respect for her from my friends. And they knew certain things I couldn't do that maybe they got away with because they knew my mom was a certain kind of way. And she was also the community mom of the neighborhood.
Okay.
So a lot of times my friends were at our house eating and hanging out. And during prom time, she making everyone's prom dresses and stuff like that. So they knew, yeah, you need to go home.
So you didn't worry about peer pressure?
No, because I was terrified.
Okay. I get that.
Definitely. I'm like, there are going to be some consequences where my friends, they may not have received the consequences. So there were times that I could see that she was worried or concerned. The more strict she became. But I would have to oftentimes tell her, I know what to do. You raised me well. I know what to do. And I'm not trying to get in trouble. Yeah.
I heard a little, I think it was an IG, and the guy said, if your parents were strict, congratulations, that means you're the good-looking one.
I know that's right.
I said, I never thought of it like that. But if you could go back and change anything, what would you change?
Actually, I wouldn't change anything because I've always believed that your life is already laid out for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you always have to try to make the best decisions, and you have to accept your truth in order to move forward. So I wouldn't say that I would go back and change anything because I believe that this is the path that God has put me on. So you can't change destiny. You just have to go with, and when I look back, then this is what made me the person that I am. So you can't go back. I don't want to go back and change in the past because I am okay with me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So there's no reason to give yourself grace. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
No reason to give yourself grace based on that.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
You walked one step after the other
Right.
in the path
Mm-hmm.
that God had for you.
That's right.
I want to thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming in to talk about Dr. Rooney. Sorry. And thank you so much for being just a beautiful role model, not just for her. Obviously, you were part of a village.
Mm-hmm.
You had siblings that followed behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And you had her friends, probably your youngest daughter's friends too,
Yeah.
looking up to you. So thank you so much for being a guest on my show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I very seldom recommend products unless I like them, I use them, and I agree with them. So when I tell you that this lint-free, no tree, 100% bamboo, biodegradable tissue is strong, 3-ply, and beautiful, I'm trying to tell you Leafy is it. I will leave my coupon code in the bottom of the description. It's DocG25. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Emerging with Grace. Ladies, remember, every challenge is part of your transformation. Just like the butterfly, you're meant to emerge from the chrysalis, stronger, braver, and ready to soar. Until next time, keep living your life in the sunshine and never stop flying higher. Share this journey with a friend who needs to glow and encouragement. Invite them to join our growing community of women who are rewriting their stories gracefully. I'll see you back here in 2 weeks for more inspiration, powerful narratives, and tools to help you shine brighter than ever before. This is Doc G, reminding you it's always your time to transform. Let's rise together, one flight at a time.
I don't reject myself, I reflect myself. I'm embracing every moment, won't neglect myself.